Hi friends, welcome to another home visit from my home to yours. Today we're working with our 3-year-olds who have another year after this before they go to kindergarten. So we have plenty of time to work on those new skills. Today our book is I Love You Because You're You. So you'll want to get out your bag that has this book in it. And we'll need scissors today and a glue stick, maybe, not sure. And then you have lots of materials in your bag. You have some paint and a little emoji and letter L and an emotions chart. And then you'll want to get out your journal, okay? If you don't have your journal, that's okay. You can use a piece of paper. Let's open our journals up, and we're going to write the date today a little differently than what we've learned. I'm going to show you a new way, and we're going to use numbers to write the date. So first we're going to start with the month, and this month is March. March is the third month. January, February, March. That makes 3. So we're going to write a number 3 for March and then put a dash. I'm going to show you on my paper. You see the number 3 and then a dash, and you can have an adult in your home or big brother or sister help you write this. So today is March. Then ask the adult in your home what day it is. For me, it's the 4th day in March. So I'm going to write a number 4 right there. And then I'm going to put another dash. And then the last number we're going to put is the year. And the year is 2021. And so you'll put your year right there. And then let's write our names. If you're still learning to write your name, that's okay. Have an adult in your home write your name with a marker, or they can do dots. They can do lightly in pencil and have you trace over it. I'm going to trace over mine with pencil. That's what I have right now. So I'm just going to trace right on top of my J. So go ahead and take your time to write your name in your journal. And you can sing your name song when you're done. I'm going to sing the name song for my name, but you can change the letters for your name. There was a girl, her name was Jaime. Jaime was her name, oh, Jaime, Jaime. Jaime, and Jaime was her name, oh. So you can change the letters to your name and sing the song for your name. And we'll do that together when we meet again. Next, I want you to find your letter L for lion. Now, get your scissors and you're going to put your thumb on top. And you can put 2 or 3 fingers in the bottom, whatever feels comfortable to you. Practice opening and closing your scissors before you start, just so that you get a feeling for how that feels. Thumb on top, and then you're going to hold your paper and try to stay on the dotted line. Remember, you turn the paper, not the scissors. The scissors stay right in front of you the whole time. The paper turns. The scissors don't. If you are really just now starting to learn how to cut, have mom or dad give you a strip of paper just like this and just practice cutting. Just practice opening and closing those scissors on paper. Okay? Do that over and over once a day until you feel real comfortable and your muscles are real strong to open and close those scissors. So that's something easy that you can do with a piece of paper every day to practice. Okay, let's practice writing our letter L in our journal. So take your letter L and put it on your journal page just like this. And I want you to point to the letter L and say L. Point to the lowercase l and say lion. So we're going to say the letter sound, and then the picture. Lion. And now let's practice writing the letter L. So you're going to go down and then across. And you can have mom or dad help you. They can write it and have you trace it. if you're still practicing writing your letters. And the L, the lowercase, you should be able to do that. That's just a straight line up and down. That's your lowercase L. And you can do that all by yourself. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to put our journal over to the side. You don't need to put it up because we're going to get it back out here in a minute. And we're going to get our book out. And you can read along with me if you like, or you can listen to me read. I Love You Because You're You by Liza Baker. Liza Baker is the author. She writes all of the words. These are the words. They're made up of all the letters. She writes the words in the book. And then David McPhail is the illustrator. He draws all the pictures. Okay. I love you when you're happy and grinning ear to ear. I love you when you're sleepy and want to snuggle near. I love you when you're silly and dancing round and round. I love you when you're frightened to hear a scary sound. Have you ever felt silly? Maybe at a birthday party or just playing with your friends or someone in your family. You're just laughing and silly at a funny time. And then sometimes you might feel scared. You hear a scary sound, or sometimes if it's dark at night, you might be a little bit scared. I love you when you're bashful and hide behind my knee. Sometimes when you meet a new friend or you go to school for the first time, you might be a little nervous. I love you when you're brave and from my arms you flee. I love you when you're curious and searching here and there. And I love you when you're proud, your head held in the air. He's very proud of his picture. Have you ever felt really proud when you've been able to do something that you couldn't do before? Maybe you learned how to put on your shoes or your coat by yourself, or you learned how to ride a bike, or to draw a picture or write your name. You'll feel really proud. I love you when you're sick and need to rest in bed. I love you when you're frisky and standing on your head. I love you when you're sad and need a kiss and hug. Why is he sad? Yeah, it looks like he broke his toy. Does that ever happen to you? You broke a toy or someone took your toy away and it made you feel sad? Or sometimes you might lose a toy and that will make you feel sad. I love you when you're playful and rolling on the rug. I love you when you're angry and cross your arms and pout. Oh, why is he angry? Yeah, it looks like he doesn't want to brush his teeth, and that's making him feel mad. He's feeling angry. I love you when you're wild and yell and scream and shout. I love you any way you feel, no matter what you do. I love you any way you are. I love you because you're you. So there were a lot of different feelings in that book, and feelings are a really normal thing. You are allowed to have feelings, and you can have different feelings all the time, and it's okay to feel mad, it's okay to feel sad or happy, and it's okay to tell other people how you feel. And we're going to talk about some of those feelings so that you know the words to use when you're feeling a certain way. Okay, we're going to look at our emotions chart first and talk about, there are a lot of different feelings on this chart. If we look at the first little girl here, how do you think she feels? Yeah, it looks like she might feel sad or lonely. Can you think of a time when you have felt sad or maybe lonely? You didn't have a friend to play with, or you're missing someone that you love a lot that you don't get to see anymore? What about this little boy? How does he feel? Yeah, he looks like he might be a little scared or a little nervous. Can you think of something that would make you feel scared or nervous? Yeah, maybe if you are meeting someone new for the first time or going to a new place like a school or a doctor's office, you might feel a little scared or you might feel a little nervous. What about this little boy? How does he feel? See if I can get closer for you. Yeah, he looks like he might feel angry or mad. Maybe he broke his toy. Maybe someone took his toy away from him and he feels very angry about that. What about this little boy right here? He looks surprised. Somebody has surprised him. Maybe someone brought him a special gift or gave him a surprise. Or maybe someone just surprised him and said, boo. That can surprise you sometimes too. What about this little girl right here in the middle? Yeah, she looks like she might not be sure. She's a little bit shy. She's a little confused maybe. She doesn't know what's going on or what to expect. Maybe she is going to school for the first time and she doesn't know what it's going to be like. She doesn't know that it's going to be fun yet. What about this little girl right here? Oh yeah, she's sad. She's not happy. Maybe she's sleepy. Maybe she's hungry. She doesn't feel good. And this little girl down here, she looks like she might feel sleepy. Or she might just have a headache. She might not feel well. And this little boy right here, how does he feel? Oh yes, he is very happy. He's having a good day. Playing with his friends, going to school. Maybe he just got up from his nap. He's a very happy baby. What about this little girl right here? Silly. We all have those days when we're silly. Maybe we're playing with our friends or we're going to a birthday party. We're just having a silly, fun day. And that's another feeling that we have. And it's okay to have these feelings. I want you to think about how you're feeling today. Which one of these pictures is the most like how you feel today? And then I want you to take your journal and I want you to draw a picture of you and how you feel today. Okay? Go ahead and push pause on the video and draw a picture of you. And then push play when you're ready. And I'll show you my picture. And you can show me yours. All right, here's my picture. I feel happy today. And the reason I feel happy is because it is sunny outside and I'm going to get to go for a walk, which is one of my favorite things to do, and that makes me happy. So I drew a picture with a smiley face because I feel happy. And then I wrote happy at the bottom. You can have mom or dad or an adult in your home help you write your feelings. So after you draw your picture and show me how you feel today and tell me why you feel that way. I want you to have an adult in your home help you write your feelings. So if you feel sad, they'll write sad down here. If you feel happy like me, you'll put happy. Or if you're angry or mad, you can put that down. Sleepy, however you feel, put that in your journal. And then when we meet again on our Zoom visit, you can share it with me. I'd love to see that. Okay, next. These are really fun. You can get out your little emoji eggs. Lots of different feelings on these. You can look at your emoji eggs and see the different feelings on your eggs. How does this little guy on the blue egg feel? Yeah, he looks like he feels silly. What about the yellow egg? Yeah, he looks scared or surprised. Surprise! What about the purple egg? Yeah, she looks happy. She's smiling. Uh-oh, what about this orange egg? He is angry. You can use these eggs to talk about feelings. You can use them for many different things. Take them apart, and if you look on the back, I've put some dots and some numbers. So you can use these for counting and matching counting. So you could turn them over like this. Okay. And now we're looking at the numbers and the dots instead of the faces. And then have your child pick up a color with dots and count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then look for the egg that has that same number. Right here is a number 4. So we'll put those together because that's the number 4 and that there are 4 dots. And then turn it around and look at the emotion and talk about what emotion that egg has. This egg feels sad or mad, and then talk about a time when you have felt sad or mad. Okay, let's do another one. This one has the number 1 on it, so I need to find one that has 1 dot. Here we go. This one has 1 dot. And so I'll match those up. And then we'll talk about our feelings. And this one feels surprised. And you can talk about a time that you felt surprised. This one has 1, 2 dots. And so I found my number 2. And I'm going to match those up. And we'll see how this egg feels. Happy. Okay, last one. Let's count the dots. 1, 2, 3. Let's match the number 3. Turn it around, and how does this egg feel? Silly. Another thing you can do with your eggs is take them apart, and you can put different colors together and make new emotions. Okay, so I could put this blue egg with this yellow, and I have a new emotion. She still looks pretty surprised. She doesn't look as silly anymore. Now she looks very surprised. So you can make them have different feelings. Or, let's see, where's that angry egg? The angry egg. Let's see what happens if I put a smile on the angry egg. Let's see if it makes him happy. Yeah, he looks a little happier. His eyes still look a little angry, but he does look a little happier. What about... Let's put silly on angry. Let's see. Where's silly? I think this one's silly. Let's see if that makes him look. Yeah, he looks a little silly, don't he? Let me turn it so you can see it better. So you can take different shapes, make different emotions, and then talk about... Oh, that one looks... He looks very sad. He doesn't look so angry anymore. He looks very sad now with his eyes different. When you put it with the orange one makes him look more angry than he is sad, doesn't it? He looks more angry there, but when you put this one, he looks sad. So the eyes, your eyes do change when you have different emotions. So those are different things that you can do with your emotion eggs. I gave you 4 to start with, but this is a really fun activity. You can even hide these around the house and have the kids find them, like an Easter egg hunt, and then they can talk about the different emotions that they found. And you can put more numbers on there. You know, your child needs to be able to identify numbers up to 20 and be able to count to 20 by the time they go to kindergarten. So go ahead and start practicing those numbers and counting now. Right now you're just focusing on 1 through 4, but once your child masters that, go ahead and add, 5 more eggs. There's going to be a lot of eggs on sale and at the dollar store very soon with Easter approaching. So it's a perfect time to buy a bunch of eggs and use them for all kinds of, you can even put beans or different objects in the egg and have them open the egg and count how many are inside. So many fun things. And another good thing about eggs is that fine motor. that being able to push the egg together and take it apart, they're using those little fine muscles that they need to become good handwriters. So that's a wonderful, wonderful way to practice your fine motor. There's so many different fun things you can do with Easter eggs. Okay, now for the fun part. Your surprise this time was a little emoji. And everyone got different emojis in their bags. So it looks like mine is laughing so hard that he's crying, is what I think. Some people might say he looks sad, but I think that's a smile. So I'm going to say he's so happy that he's crying. And sometimes you are so happy that you cry. So look at your emoji and see which one that you got, and you can tell me which emoji you got. And then you'll see that I gave you some watercolors. When you do this activity, make sure that you have asked mom or dad that it's okay. They may want to put you at a table or on put this on a cookie tray or a plate for you so that you don't make a mess. Okay, so you're only allowed to do this if mom or dad says it's okay to do it now. If it's not okay to do it now, push pause on your video and wait and push play when mom or dad are ready to do this with you, okay? Then you're going to take your watercolors and open them up. And one of the most important things to remember when you're doing watercolors is that you need to dip your brush in the water every single time. Or you're going to mix your colors up and it's going to ruin your watercolors. It's very difficult. Oh no! I just dumped all of my paints out. Let me see if I can get the brush out. That was the part that I was really trying to get out of my watercolors, and I can just put these back in. Luckily they're all dry, so it makes it very easy to do that. Okay. Whoop. You can talk about the different colors that you see in your watercolor palette. And then look at your emoji and decide which colors you want to use. Now, like I said, you only need a tiny bit of water too. You see, I only have like an inch of water in there. You do not need a lot of water. And actually, it's less messy if you just use a tiny little bit, okay? Get your brush very, very wet. Choose which color you want to use first. I'm going to choose blue because I'm going to do my tears. So I'm going to get my blue very, very wet. And then I'm just going to paint on top of my tear. Okay. And if you don't want to use watercolors, you can try to use markers. I've used markers before to do these emojis, and that's fine too. Okay, we did our tears, and then let's see, do some red. Now you notice I'm using that water every time, especially when I switch colors. If I don't use the water when I switch colors, I'm gonna really mess those paints up. Okay, so I painted his tongue red, and I guess I'll do yellow for his head because when I think of an emoji, I always think of yellow. So paint his head yellow. Okay, and then when you're done, just set your emoji over to the side so that it can dry. Make sure you close your paints. Oh, put your brush in there too. Close your paints up, put your water away, and then once this dries, you can hang it in a window or you know, anywhere where it can get some sun. It's a sun catcher, so anywhere where it can get some sunlight. Oh. I hope you guys really enjoyed our lesson today on emotions and feelings and had fun talking about those. We are going to do one more fun thing before we go, and we're going to do the Wheels on the Bus song. And I'm going to take all of my little characters off so we can put them on as we sing the song. I'll turn the camera so that you can see my bus. Okay, here's our bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. The driver on the bus says, move on back, move on back, move on back. The driver on the bus says, move on back, all through the town. The people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down, all through the town. The baby on the bus goes wah, 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 wah. The baby on the bus goes wah, 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 all through the town. The mommy on the bus goes hush, 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 hush. The mommy on the bus goes hush, 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 all through the town. Bye. Beep, 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 beep. See you next time.